So this is the 6th read aloud, I think. Losing track of time. And you are going to love it. Now, it is called Flying High, and it is written by a very famous person that some of you may know, Julian Edelman. It is great. So, I want you to be thinking throughout this book about the words perseverance and persistence. What do you see in the main character, Jules, that shows that he has perseverance? And I love this book because we are going through kind of a weird, crazy time right now, and it's going to take a lot of perseverance and positivity to get through it all together. So be thinking about that. And most importantly, after, try and retell it to your family. See how that goes. Because remember, we read stories, we want to remember and be able to tell that back to someone else, because that's telling our brains that we understood what we read. Cool beans? All right. So we have Flying High by Julian Edelman with Assaf Swissa. I'm sorry about the pronunciation. And illustrated by David Leonard. Okay. Flying High. One fall morning, Jules looks down from his branch and sees an amazing sight. What do you think he's seeing? Because to someone, you might not think that there's something amazing in this picture. Jules scurries down the trunk and scampers to the edge of the field. A football is lying in the grass. He picks it up and hugs it closely, as if he'll never let it go. I need to play. I have to play. I will play. Now, something I always talk about when I read fictional stories with my kiddos is that in fictional stories, you see bold words sometimes, and that means that you have to enunciate that word. You want to put a little bit more power, especially when I see that exclamation point. That's like, I'm excited. Now, and I also love on this page, scurries and scampers. What do you think scurries and scampers would look like? So maybe after we're done reading the book, you can go on your living room floor or wherever you are and pretend to be a squirrel and scurry and scamper. Jules runs onto the field. Let me join your game, he shouts. You're too weak, says the eagle. You're too slow, says the buffalo. You're too small, says the bear. Jules has never felt so sad in his whole life. After the game, Jules sees a goat still on the field, practicing. Hi there, I'm Tom, says the goat. I saw what just happened, but don't be discouraged. You can be strong and fast and big. How? Asked Jules. I wonder if anyone's thinking about who that goat might represent. You have to work hard, says Tom. Working hard leads to success. Please, please, please show me what to do, says Jules. Let's start with running to increase your speed, says Tom. Catching to improve your hands. Studying to learn more about the game. Jumping to reach for those high balls. After a week of training, Jules feels strong and fast and big. He dashes to the field. Now, if you're dashing, would you be walking slow or would you be walking really, really quick? I need to play. I have to play. I will play, he shouts. You're still too weak, says the eagle. You're still too slow, says the buffalo. You're still too small, says the bear. Jules shambles off the field, sadder than ever. Now, I know I have a thought when I think about football, what these characters might represent. I have to be in the game. I can't give up. I'm going back to work, Jules decides. The following Sunday, Jules scurries to the field. I'm ready, he shouts. Can I play now? You're still too. But before the bear can say anything more, a whistle blasts. Get in the game, the owl says. I love this illustration. Jules gets in the game. He wears number 11. Jules runs by the bear, catches the ball over the eagle, jumps, and flies high. Diving toward the goal line, touchdown! The animals lift Jules in the air, in their shoulders. The animals lift Jules to their shoulders and carry him off the field. The next morning, Jules gets up early. I can't wait till the next game, he says. Time to work out. Now, remember we were talking about the words perseverance and persistence and also positivity. And what I like is that he's very reflective. He didn't just finish the game and he's all done. The next morning, there's still work to do. And I think about that a lot with reading and anything that you're trying to learn. It's not over just because you win one game or you pass one thing in school. There's so much to do. We're never done learning. So I hope you enjoyed the story. Have a super day.